take a stroll with Mother Nature. As organic garden owner, Miss Cynthia Tizon talks about anything and everything about plants and how it can beautify your surroundings. Sanitize the air you breathe.
Ang halaman, kapag bagong tanim ito, ang kailangan niya ay protein or nitrogen.
And can possibly give you an extra income.
So, nakakatipid na sila mismo yung gumagawa at makakapagbenta pa rin.
Join her as she leads the brigade with other garden enthusiasts
Gardening na in-start mo when you were 9 years old.
in Going Green.
Hello mga kapitbahay, this is Cynthia Tizon and welcome to Going Green, where you can learn a lot from the world of gardening. In this program of Going Green, we will inspire you, encourage you, and fire up your interest to set up your own garden right in your own home. And in this season, we will also help you to discover the different food technologies, processing, and production that can be found in our gardens or farms. All you have to do is to watch every episode of Going Green. We will be discussing the different components in planting and farming, the nutrients or fertilizer that we need, harvesting, and the wonders of food technology and processing. And what's the best way to get those hands ready for the gardening tasks? It's seeking information and advice from our experienced gardeners and experts in their respective fields, right? So mga kapitbahay, nandito tayo sa PSAU, and to join us in today's discussion about tamarind processing is the leader on food product development, and she's also the chair of the Department of Food Science, College of Hospitality, Entrepreneurship, and Food Sciences, that's chefs. Welcome sa Going Green, Ma'am Thea Sabala.
Thank you po. Salamat sa inyong pag-imbita.
Yes, ma'am. So, you are into the processing. Ma'am Thea, ano-ano yung mga, alam ko maraming varieties ng tamarind, no? Pero ano yung mas appropriate to process?
According to the people who goes to production of tamarind, the variety are classified into two big ones, sour and sweet.
Yun na.
Sour and sweet. Although for the sour and the sweet variety, they call them, there are sub-varieties, like one from Thailand, from Indonesia, and so on, and from the Philippines.
Okay. And from the Philippines, what we have is both the sour and the sweet.
And we're lucky here at PSAU. We have one NSIC and SIC, a variety registered of sweet tamarind.
And that's aglibot.
Aglibot.
It's sweet tamarind. So this is the kind of tamarind that you're processing at PSAU.
Yes, we do process them, but then in general, we do process sweet and sour.
Okay, so you have both,
yes,
the sour and...
what we do blending.
Okay, you blend the two, the sweet and the sour, so there's a nice combination.
Yes.
So, Ma'am Thea, can we just discuss what are the medical benefits or nutrients that we can get from tamarind?
It's as old as, it's a very old medicine. Way back when many people of us are still very young, and it's the need of the time. That's why they said tamarind is good for people who have who are suffering from coughs. So our grandmothers then, they prepare cough syrup from tamarind leaves. From tamarind leaves.
It's not the fruit.
It's not the fruit. It's a tamarind leaf.
So the tamarind leaves would also taste sour. Is that it?
But they place honey, add honey
to enhance the taste, especially for younger ones.
Yes.
So the taste would be acceptable if it's a little bit sweet.
If there was no honey, they place brown sugar.
Brown sugar. So what are the other benefits that we can get, like health-wise?
Well, tamarind, as we all know, is rich in vitamin C.
That's why it's good for cough.
Yes.
A respiratory problem.
Yes. And it's also high in fiber. The juice per se has a little mild laxative effect.
Even the fruit, ma'am. You know, the coating of the seeds. Once you get to eat, after just a few minutes,
you
have to go to the bathroom or to the toilet.
And also the seed, you mentioned about the seed. You know, the seed is also good as an astringent.
Astringent.
You can munch on it and you'll have a good
it's for the throat.
The throat, and your teeth will become a little bit strong.
Okay.
It will help to strengthen your teeth.
Oh,
Just like guava.
Yes, yes.
Just like
yes.
guava.
So that's it. And what else? It's rich in fiber, vitamin C,
And the so-called antioxidants, flavonoids, tannins, and so on. But as they said, the best seller is that we know tamarind to be good in vitamin C, source of vitamin C, rich in fiber.
yes, and it's also good food seasoning.
Food
our
seasoning,
sinigang.
yes. So-
And also for our dips. Yes, and you are into processing. So how long have you been doing the processing of tamarind here at PSAU?
So talking only of tamarind here at PSAU, I had been working on, I was given this assignment since way back 2005.
So what are the kinds of products that you can get from tamarind?
Well, what we have here at PSAU is what you can also see in other places that there are tamarind, but what makes it different is that it comes from PSAU.
Yes, you're sure of
Yeah,
the production,
the production.
that it's safe. Do you also go for
Organic, of
way
course, yes.
of producing?
Yes, we do because we are part of PSAU and PSAU is for organic products.
That's right.
So,
And that's
everything
also my
here,
advocacy.
yes.
Okay, yeah. So, when you process this, how long would it take for you to come out with a product? Like, for example, for the wine.
The processing per se will take for one batch like 50 kilos of tamarind block, or what we call in our dialect tamarindo.
Tamarindo, the ripe one.
The ripe one.
Yung brown na.
I mean 30 kilos of that will need 1 week.
And how much
production.
wine will you produce from that 30 kilos of tamarind block?
Tamarind block, maybe that will produce one drum of that's around 180 liters. 180 liters.
Yes.
Maraming bote yon.
Water also. And
bote, maraming bote, 180,000
yeah,
liters.
this would be about 750
50 ml, so 180,000 milliliters divided by 750. Yun ang number of bottles.
Yes. So how many products are you producing from tamarind as of now?
For food only.
For food only.
That's my major.
Your expertise.
We have tamarind wine.
Yes.
We have the tamarind candy. The tamarind candy comes in original and then with spicy variation. And then we have also the tamarind vinegar.
Tamarind vinegar, yes. I'm using tamarind vinegar for our salad
Yes.
dressing. And you have, this is the food. So for the non-food, you
There's also,
produce.
yes, we have tamarind soap. We have tamarind liniment, tamarind oil, and all those things.
So tamarind is very versatile.
Yes, very,
It has
very.
a lot of uses, both food, non-food, and medical
Yes.
uses.
there are.
That's nice. So tamarind is really very good. It's good to have one at home. Aside from something that you can munch,
Yes.
something that you can offer to your visitors when they come, it's just right there in your home.
Yes.
What are the tools that you use in producing your wine?
Well, very simple. Tools like what we have in any other kitchen. Make use of casserole, karahay. Maybe in the ordinary kitchen you don't have the instruments like pH meter, Brix hydrometer, alcohol meter. That is what we do not have in the ordinary kitchen.
Yes.
But all the others, they're found in our kitchen.
These are the kinds that is being used in your laboratory because you have to produce a lot.
Yes.
You go commercial with your wine.
Yes, we do.
That's why you need this. Well, in the home. Do you also recommend people to go into vinegar? Not wine, of course. Wine is quite complicated.
Not really.
Not really?
Vinegar is more complicated.
We do vinegar right at home, and I never thought that wine could be less complicated.
Because before you make vinegar, you make first wine.
Okay.
That's why we say it's much more
So
complicated.
it is depending on the number of days that you ferment? Does it go like that?
For the vinegar,
Yeah.
no. For the vinegar, when we have that addition of sugar, for the wine, we have, we go, the vinegar making, you need first wine fermentation and then alcoholic fermentation. When you want that batch to be processed or to produce vinegar, you go down at 10-degree bricks. Start with 10-degree bricks. That's very technical already.
Yeah, it's very technical, so you really need your meters with you to do the wine. But for vinegar, it's more...
No, that's for the vinegar, 10-degree bricks. And then because you need only a little of alcohol, so that it is the acetic acid that will prevail at the end for the vinegar. But for the wine, you have to start at 25-degree bricks to produce around 12% alcohol.
Oh, it's really complicated in my mind. But probably when you do the processing itself, it becomes easy.
Easy, yes. It's very
Later on,
easy.
we're going to visit your laboratory. We'll have a tour. Mga kapitbahay will have a tour later at the laboratory of Miss Thea, right here at the PSAU. So what else? Aside, this one is the candy one. So how do you process your candy tamarind?
This one is very easy. For 1 kilo, you need only 2 hours to produce, and you will get something like 15 of this one for 1 kilo. And you have a 3% ROI. But of course, when you go into business, you don't start with 1 kilo. You work for 10 kilos.
Yes, it should be by volume. Yes.
Minimum 10 kilos. This one is very easy. It's very easy because we produce also tamarind that has no seeds.
Yes, seedless. This is the reason why we are here, Ma'am Thea. It's also to encourage our mga kapitbahay to try this kind of livelihood from tamarind, where if it's easy and also profitable.
Yes, it is.
So later on, you can maybe we can discuss how can you go about with the business and how much can you profit for 1 kilo.
Yes.
And what are the ingredients to need?
For the tamarind candy?
Yes, for the tamarind. I think this is easier.
You have the tamarindo.
Tamarindo.
1 kilo.
It means the ripe one. Yung hinog na.
Tamarindo, and then you have 1 kilo of that, and then you need 1 kilo of sugar. We prefer white, not the brown or the muscovado or wash. We prefer white, and then you need to cook it.
Okay.
Just cook it that way until when you need a little bit of water, a little bit of water on it to include, so that the tamarind is going to be cooked. Because if it's not going to be cooked, it will not taste good, and it will not have a longer shelf life.
Okay, so it rots easily if it's not cooked. So how much time do you need to cook it?
1 kilo, you need 2 hours.
2 hours, so longer. Matagal pala.
Matagal.
Anyway,
But this one can stand at room temperature for 1 week or so.
at room temperature.
At room temperature.
If it is refrigerated or chilled,
a month
it can
or
go
so.
further.
A month or so.
So this would be a very good
Business.
take out, goodies. And with one, how much are they selling the 1 kilo of the
Tamarindo, it's 50 pesos per kilo we buy it.
That's cheap.
cheap.
That's cheap. Here at PSAU? Okay. Mga kapitbahay, this is where you can get your tamarindo, And so 1 kilo of sugar is just about 50 pesos and 100 pesos. You produce how many?
15.
50?
15. 1 5.
15. So how much are you selling this one?
We sell them singly at 35 pesos, but then, as Filipinos, we'd like to make towel discounts. So 3 for 100.
3 for 100. Pero if you go into business, syempre, considering all this, so maganda pa rin ang
Ganda pa rin.
That's very nice. So mga kapitbahay, we will go into business later on. We'll show you how this is being done. For the meantime, magbe-break muna kami. Pagkatapos ng paalalang ito, we'll be back.